Hello, welcome back, and thanks for joining me. It's Judy from Thistledew Creations, and today I have some more items from my thrifting and yard sailing haul in Ottawa on May 24th weekend. First thing is from Value Village for $5, $4.99. A box of, it was originally a box of 100. It looks pretty full. 9 by 12 envelopes, white with a security interior and pre-glued peel-off seals. These are going to be great for Happy Mail. In fact, I've already pulled one out to decorate for Amy Weber, who is Scrap Sisters, Canadian Scrap Sisters. Let me just look her up here for a sec. We were talking last night and I made sure I was subscribed to her channel. So forgive me, Amy. Canadian Scrap Sisters. It's Amy and her sister, I believe, whose name I don't remember. But we're working on a little bit of a collaboration with our YouTube channels, and we're doing a swap of one of the botanical signatures that I've been making ephemera with. And she initiated that, just curious if I had more of it. And I said yes. And she said, do you want to swap? And I said yes. So now we are fast friends. So that was Value Village on the Friday before the yard sales. And then I've got a whole stack of stuff here from, I think mostly from the yard sales. So I got 2 of these decks of small playing cards. These are really tiny. They were in the, still in the plastic, and I just took them out for the video. So these ones are just 1 5/8 by 2 3/8. Just tiny little cards. Not the smallest ones I've ever had, but a set of blue and a set of red. So when we get to doing playing card swaps again, I've got lots of different sizes to share. I'll do that later. Got too many things to show you. And then Judy Blume, then again, maybe I won't. And I did read Judy Blume when I was a girl, so that's sort of why I picked that up. The one, there was another one of hers that was maybe even more popular, but I think I did read this back in the day. It has some water damage on it, but I'm not worried about that. I might even coffee dye the pages. And these were all like a quarter, 10 cents. So, you know, you can't leave them. Panorama de la Nouvelle Littérature Française. Nouvelle Edition Refondue. And it's a soft cover book, all written in French. So just great to have some French pages. And I liked the way that these, the edges of the pages were kind of not completely even. I mean, I just like that about a book. I'm probably going to tear it apart anyway, but I just liked the French text. There's a couple of pictures back here too. People pictures. So that was fun. Probably a very, very small amount of money, maybe a quarter. And then this one is very old looking. 7 French novels. And it's got the original owner's name in it. And it's 1943. So again, looks kind of like a deckled edges, like they don't all line up perfectly, which I love. And this one is written in English, and it's condensed versions of 7 different French books. I know because Amelia, my son's girlfriend, said that The Count of Monte Cristo itself would be a book about that thick. So she said it must be condensed versions, and it is. And then we have a set of vinyl coasters that look like record albums. I thought these were really neat. something you could include in a junk journal. They're thin enough. They would also make good little covers for round booklets. So we may do a project like that together. I got these sewing needles because they were 10 cents. And we've got some large eye needles here. And this one has a really interesting, they're repair needles, they're called. But this one had an interesting point. It's kind of bent. And then there was a round circular needle too, which I have a few of them, and these aren't old either, but just always good to have more needles with the large heads. I got 2 butterfly bookmarks from the one lady. Let me just open this properly. And these are brass, I would say. And then the butterflies are enameled. There was 2 different ones. So those will probably end up in Happy Mail, probably within Canada because of the metal. And then a couple of little small sales books. These were also from the yard sales. And they just, they're not old either. They have barcodes. But they have, different numbers on them, and we can use them for all sorts of things. This is actually for my niece Kimberly. She was looking for witchy stuff. And of course I could make her one of these. I've got black lace, but they had these there and I grabbed it for her, thinking she might actually wear it as a choker. Or she can use it in her witchy journal. And then we were talking about these the night before the yard sale, and then it happened that I found a bunch of them. These lenticular cards. And it tells you on the back what it's all about. Hubble telescope, Cat's Eye Nebula. There's a couple of those. Pillars of Life, Mystic Mountain, and Ring Nebula. And they're those ones where when you turn it, it kind of changes. Really cool. And then another pack of paper. Just assorted lined paper pads. I really like this one with the very close together lines. Most of them are more evenly spaced, like 3/8 of an inch or so. These ones are really close together. And then these back two look like they were like the Hilroy exercise books, and the covers have just been taken off. It's strange because it does make me think of that, but there's no remnants of the old cover in behind the staples or anything, so I'm not sure, but I'll coffee dye a bunch of that. And then there was this box with stationery inside, and it ended up being stuffed with all the little books that I bought, so we'll go through all of those. The little things. But inside this box there was some of those cardboard spacers. I took those out so that I could fit all the other little things in. But this is a beautiful vintage box with this gorgeous pattern on the lid. Has a little bit of water damage, but that doesn't bother me either. It's dry now. And so we've got a bunch of envelopes that came with that. Let's see if they have colored interiors. Yeah, they have a red interior, which is kind of neat. And then these ones, these might be from different sets, but they were all in this box. Yeah, more red interiors. And some of these are stuck down because they've been damp. We'll make it work somehow. And then these little cards that match the lid of the box. They're just a blank note card, so you can just use it as paper. And then note paper that coordinates with it as well, with that border around the edge. So that was all fun. And then you get a little ribbon. One of those little things of envelopes came with the ribbon. And then all of the little books that I picked up, I stuffed in here. So we got The Ugly Duckling, which is a golden book, not a little golden book. And some great duck pictures in there. A small size book. And a book of dominoes, basic rules and variations. Again, not an old book, but some great pictures in there. little pictures of dominoes that can be cut out, and rules for different ways to play dominoes, which my dad likes dominoes, so we may try to teach the old dog new tricks. Picked up this little applique, little rose applique, and another little Chicken Lickin'. My sister grabbed this. She thought it said Chicken Little, but it's Chicken Lickin'. And there's just some cute little papers in here. Cute little pictures. And then a notepad, and I'm not sure, I think this might have been my sister's. I don't know if she cares whether I took it. But it's Peanuts Worldwide, so it's an actual Peanuts item. And it's just a notepad with Snoopy down in the corner that says love. So that'll probably end up in Happy Mail, those little note papers. And then we found these playing cards, which are in this really cool green box. And at first I didn't realize it, but the cards themselves are clear. And the lady that we bought them from said that they also glow in the dark. So we haven't witnessed that yet, but that's what she said. And so these will be awesome for our playing card exchanges. I'm gonna have to initiate one soon, just because I've got so many new ones since we did our last exchange. And then I got 3 of these Peter Rabbit books, and it said $6 for the 3 books. I'm pretty sure that is what I paid. I didn't try to offer her less. It looks like she might have paid $2 each for them anyway. So Beatrix Potter, they are not original old ones, but they have the same like cute little pictures. And I like that the text is sort of just small bits in the middle of the page. And you can use it in all sorts of different ways. So Tale of Peter Rabbit, The Tale of Pigling Bland, and The Tale of the Flopsy Bunnies. And I never really grew up with these, so I'm not familiar with the stories, but I think they're really pretty and cute. And then an I Spy Go Fish card game, again, for the playing cards swaps. It's nice to have all sorts of different cards, and I Spy is a cool way to do it. You can alter them, you can leave them as they are and just stick them in your book. And I don't usually buy this kind of thing at the store, but when I see them at a yard sale for 10 cents, it's like, yeah, I've got that in my pocket and I'm not going to miss it. So I grabbed them. And then this little sticky note booklet has a cardstock cover and then all the different sizes of sticky notes. So I often include a few coordinated sticky notes in my Happy Mail, so there's a bunch more for me to send. And Barbie Pearl Princess memory game. These are from the Dollarama, but I got them at the yard sale. So I think I paid 25 cents for them, something like that. But Barbie is a mermaid in all of these. And then there's different fish and different pictures. I'm not familiar with the characters. I don't know if it was a movie, The Pearl Princess. But, you know, Barbie, mermaids, pink, purple, we'll take it. Again, not something I bother with when I'm at the dollar store, but when I see them out for much, much less, it's hard to pass them up. And then these ones were not in a package, but they are like flashcard kind of things. Might be matching game or whatever, but just really cute images. And then I got a couple more books in this stack next to me, so I'll show you those. Oh, and there was this glitter, $3. I think I did pay the $3 for it because it was such a pretty color. And it's nail glitter, which I won't likely use it on my nails, but I'll use it in my creations. It's kind of, it's pink, but it's not Barbie pink. It's a little bit more towards the coral, but yeah, it's hard to describe, but it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful glitter. And then I got a Collins English dictionary, fairly big one, hardcover, cover's in rough shape, it's torn, but you know what I'm going to do with it, it doesn't matter. A couple of blank pages in it. Oh, somebody's notes. Looks like they might have been a student or something. Anyway, very white pages, but nice small writing and not super thin like onion skin, but thin pages. Yeah, I don't know if there'd be a year in here or not. Let's see. University of Birmingham. No, I don't. Oh, here we are. 1991. So not ancient. Not one that's a terrible thing to cut up for sure. And this one did get wet too. I think some stuff got wet just in the back of the truck. We have a tonneau cover, but some water got in. So those pages that were wet, I'll probably coffee dye them anyway, so it doesn't matter. I should leave that one open so that it has a chance to dry out. And then another Living World of Animals. This one was free because it had a bunch of stuff already cut out of it. And I said, I don't care, I'm going to cut stuff out of it anyway. So we got nice end pages with like a wheat design. I don't know if you can see that. And then just really, it's a fairly big book. So the pages are 9 1/4 by just like about 12 1/4. And so thick, slightly glossy pages that I can use to make envelopes. Oh, and the Prince Charles did the foreword in this book. That's kind of neat. And then there's a lot of small pages or small pictures too. Not all cute. You know, some of them are not cute. They're, you know, kind of icky. But all usable. I mean, even if it's just background. And then some of the pages in the back here are not as glossy. They're more papery, if that's understandable. And again, this one has been a little bit wet. But look at that one. That's nice and colorful. And then some sort of chart things that could be used in specimen type things. A little scientific looking. Lots of birds to fussy cut. And ink because they're just black and white. So that was a great book for free. Couldn't leave it there. And there's one other big book that I wanted to show you. Where did it get to? And this was, it wasn't free. I think it was $1. Through the Eyes of the Vikings. And it's a really big book. Let me just measure it here. A big ruler out. So it's 15 inches tall, actually 15 1/4 by 11 3/8. So the jacket has this great imagery on it. It's a hardcover book. Blue end pages. And then it's mostly these full-sized glossy photos. It's a coffee table book, basically. And it's all about the northern lands, I guess. So you get a lot of this kind of thing. Lots of great landscape photography. And so my plan is to just make envelopes with it. Plain and simple. Look at that. And the paper is beautiful. The pictures are beautiful. This one did get a little wet and I've already had it open to dry it out. Like I said, I'm not too worried about the fact that it got wet because of how I'm going to use it. I'm not going to coffee dye these, but they dried out and they're not all crumpled. So great deal for $1. So next year when we go, I think we'll take totes to put in the back of the truck just so that nothing gets wet again. So that's it for this bunch of stuff. I think I have one more video for maybe some fabric things. And I'll gather up all the rest of the things. It was quite a haul. We had a wagon, quite a large wagon full of stuff. And by the end of it, when we were heading home, we were all carrying bags as well. So it was great. Lots of good things. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Most of all, have a great day and happy crafting.